From orbit, Earth appears entirely tranquil. The land masses seem permanently anchored, the oceans balanced, and the climate fine-tuned to support 8 billion humans. It looks like a stable, perfectly designed sanctuary. We live on a world forged by violence. A chaotic sequence of near-apocalyptic resets built the environment we inhabit today, repeatedly leveling the planet and forcing life to start over. To see the actual blueprint of our home, we have to rewind 4.5 billion years, before the vast oceans, before the mountain ranges, and before a single living cell existed in the vacuum of space. The newly formed Earth was a molten sphere of liquid rock. Its surface was a rolling ocean of magma, constantly bombarded by massive space debris that kept the planet in a state of permanent fire. Human life is an outlier, a result of a long chain of planetary disasters. To understand how we survived to this point, we must investigate the extreme violence that made this world possible. The first step toward habitability required destroying the planet. Around 4.5 billion years ago, a Mars-sized world named Theia slammed directly into the young Earth, liquefying both bodies and ejecting billions of tons of debris into orbit. Gravity pulled the wreckage together. This model shows the debris ring cooling and condensing into the moon. This new satellite provided an immediate benefit. Its gravity stabilized Earth's erratic rotation, locking its axial tilt in place, creating the steady seasons we rely on today. As the battered planet finally cooled, steam in the atmosphere condensed into liquid. It rained for millions of years, filling massive impact basins to create the first global, though toxic, oceans. A stable, watery world was not the starting point. It was the byproduct of total planetary destruction. Deep inside those ancient waters, the first microscopic life emerged 3.8 billion years ago. These organisms lived in a dark, oxygenless environment, thriving on heat and chemical energy. But a biological mutation changed the chemistry of the planet. Cyanobacteria began converting sunlight into energy, and in the process, they released a reactive gas as waste, oxygen. This great oxygenation event acted as a mass extinction, killing off the ancient anaerobic life that couldn't handle the gas. However, it cleared the way for complex organisms that could use oxygen to fuel higher energy levels. The next test came 700 million years ago. Temperatures plummeted, and ice engulfed the planet from the poles to the equator. Earth became a frozen shell, pushing the few survivors to the brink of extinction. When the ice finally retreated, life exploded into new forms. In the oceans, animals rapidly developed eyes, heavy defensive armor, and predatory jaws to survive in the newly competitive environment. Without the twin catastrophes of atmospheric poisoning and global freezing, life likely would have remained microscopic for billions of years longer. Eventually, life conquered the land, leading to the 160 million year reign of the dinosaurs. Their empire lasted hundreds of times longer than all of human history, and they faced no natural predators capable of unseating them. 66 million years ago, a mountain-sized asteroid shattered that dominance. The impact triggered global wildfires and threw up massive debris, enough to block the sun, causing a total collapse of the world's ecosystems. This single event eradicated 75% of all species. The giants that had ruled for millions of years were gone in a geologic instant. That mass extinction created a vacuum. Small, unnoticed mammals that had lived in the shadows of the dinosaurs were suddenly free to diversify and occupy the empty habitats left behind. Humanity exists because of a random cosmic strike. If that rock had missed, the mammalian line would likely still be hiding in the underbrush. Those surviving mammals evolved over millions of years, leading to highly intelligent ancestors in Africa. These early humans developed language and cooperation needed to survive the very landscape we see today. On a timeline of the planet's history, human existence only occupies these final pixels. We arrived at the very end of a 4.5 billion year sequence of disasters. Yet in that brief moment, we have built global civilizations and stepped off the planet entirely, placing ourselves in a position that no other species has ever occupied. We are the first inhabitants of Earth, capable of mapping its chaotic history. By looking back through telescopes and the fossil record, we have learned to identify the same forces, asteroid impacts and climate shifts, that once reset the world. For billions of years, Earth was shaped by mindless, violent forces. Today, we are the only ones who can track those patterns and potentially intervene in them. This history proves how precarious our position is, and for the first time, the survival of this planet rests in our hands.